We're back, Dave, doing another iteration of the Bloodyard podcast.
A more sophisticated way than just in the band rehearsal room in a corner.
Yes, see, we're getting there, aren't we? Every time we
Well,
do it, we're taking steps, mate.
well, I've made massive steps. I'm in space, lads.
You're all the way in space. You
I'm
must have been on the phone,
definitely in
Elon.
space.
Elon, I've got to go space for this.
That's it. Give me SpaceX, whatever it is. Yeah. Artemis Prime. Here we
That's it,
go.
yeah. Uh,
Right.
Artemis Prime, and then hopefully Megatron doesn't find you.
Yeah. So we've got a lot to talk about. It's been
We
a while.
do now that we're back because we are back, Bloodyard,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
out there, getting shit done, back playing gigs and being out on the live scene, well, that's kind of why we stopped doing the last podcast, wasn't it? That we
We
weren't,
didn't have a lot to talk about, really. We're just
no,
talking a lot of rubbish, really. So.
yeah, because we had to cut down the gigs we were doing from one thing or another.
Mm.
We couldn't really talk about life on the underground music scene because we weren't really on it that much.
No, no, a lot going on, obviously, with Donna's health and what have you. So we had to take a bit of a time, but we've done a lot since then.
We have. So we're back
Hmm.
podcasting and gigging and playing and everything. We're just properly back, aren't we?
We're properly back, new member.
Yeah, we've got a new drummer. Unfortunately, Matthew decided his time in Bloodyard was come to an end,
Hmm.
and we miss him and still love him lots.
Oh yeah, nothing's changed there at
No,
all, at all.
oh, Bloodyard didn't end there because we still got so much more we want to do.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we have a new member, Daisy,
Yes,
who
new drummer, absolute fantastic.
so good. She's so good.
It's mental how quickly she's picked up all this stuff. It's taken us
Incredible.
15 years. It's taken her 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, she's just gone straight in. No, she's been fantastic. Not just fantastic at learning the songs, great at then with the writing we've been doing, and she's just slatting perfectly.
Oh yes, yeah. No, it's been great.
Yeah,
Great to work with. Very creative, and the way that she's taken like the stuff that Matty did as well, and add a little twist to it to her own. It's been great, and I think she's had for the couple of gigs that we have done. I think she's had some really good feedback
yeah.
from it all. So. I think uh, I think it's been a great choice, and hopefully she feels the same and not sick of us already. At least
Yeah.
me.
Well, she keeps turning up to practice, so we can only assume that's a good thing.
Yeah, we don't threaten her. We haven't got that far yet.
No, that's what I said to her the other week, that we're still behaving ourselves yet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she'll learn.
She
She'll
will.
learn the
She's not
ways. The
started
way.
calling us names yet, so we know she's not properly settled.
No, not yet. No, we still just do that amongst ourselves, don't we?
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So no, that's
speak.
today such a breath of fresh air having her in the band, and
Yeah. No, absolutely. And well,
yeah.
speaking of gigs as well, we've had three. Is it now?
Yeah, we've done three with Daisy. We did the Bank Tavern in Oldham, which was her
Yes,
first gig,
it
which
was. Yeah.
was great. Really enjoy playing for the 0161 music guys. It's always a good gig
Yeah.
with them.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's a really good gig. All the bands are great, and it was a good crowd. So it was a really good show for
A
getting
good first show as
Daisy's
well, I
debut.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect first show for her too. It wasn't too much at the deep end, but it was enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the crowd were great, and the whole show went really well.
Yeah. I
Everything
mean,
ran smoothly, and that's you know,
yeah. One of the things I was going to say about like all three that's I think probably helped her is all three of them, the sound guys have been so solid, you know?
hmm
So like the
yeah,
first gig, the sound guy was really cool and was like, letting her get settled behind the kit and get set up and sound checking and everything. So
yeah.
it was good. But we've been really lucky with the sound guys across the three gigs we've done with her because they've all been.
All been spot on. Absolutely fantastic, actually.
Been
Been
great,
really
yeah.
impressed with all of them, and not just that, the gear that's used. Obviously, like for Daisy as a drummer, having like a monitor next to her, and so little things like
Mm.
that that can really make a difference to your experience of playing a show.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing worse than not having the right equipment or the right sound when you're up there. Because obviously in practice, everything's the same. It's set out the same, everything's the same.
Yeah.
So, for her to have that experience with us, really shows, it's a detriment to obviously the sound engineers that are out there and the venues themselves for having these sound engineers and
Mm.
obviously all the promoters that put these shows on to make them run as smooth as butter and for
Absolutely.
everything. It's been great and it's been a fantastic 3 gigs. They've been really good, well received, and
Yeah.
uh, been a lot of
Yeah, so that was
people.
it back in Oldham. So, great to be playing back round my ends again, which is nice.
Your ends. I'm not playing around your ends,
Yeah.
pal.
Just not, but just, yeah, it was a really good gig to be like the first Bloodyard gig back. It's for people we know in a venue we know, knowing that we're going to get a good solid crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Then gig two with Daisy, we decided to go right the other way.
I was totally lost.
You
The
didn't even know
seas,
where it was.
well, the sea was on the wrong side for me.
It was. Yeah, the buggered.
I
And that
thought I was
wasn't
up.
even the sea, Dave. That was the river. That's how big the river is over that side. We didn't even get to see the sea. But you're right, it was on the wrong side anyway.
Well, either way, there was a big bridge, and that's too big for me.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was the sea. Well, whatever. It's a lot of water anyway.
The water all over the place over in Hull. So that's where our second gig was at O'Reilly's for Steelheart Promotions. And yeah, we've never played Hull before. Never even been to Hull before. Dave didn't even know where Hull was before.
I thought it was near Leeds. I'm not
No.
gonna lie,
The only thing
but
in
no.
common it's got with Leeds is it's in the same direction, just a lot further on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a bit of a trek, wasn't it?
I
Really,
know,
considering.
just yeah.
Well, it felt like a lot of a bigger trek on the way there because there was a lot of traffic and
Oh,
obviously
a lot of
bank.
traffic.
It was bank holiday, wasn't it? Easter bank holiday,
Yeah.
so everyone was obviously going, camping or caravanning or whatever they bloody do, and yeah, it was good though. It was a good journey, I thought. Well, for me, it was. There was a lot to see.
Yeah. Well, I ended up my sat nav took me on hills and dales and up and over Saddleworth Moors and all sorts of places. It was a proper adventure.
It was, yeah, it was. No, it was good, and
Yeah.
we stayed over, obviously.
And just, yeah. Lovely
Yeah, it
new
was
travel
good.
lodge to add to our list of travel lodges we've seen around the UK because we've
We
seen
should
them
we
all.
should be endorsed by Travelodge at this point. So
Big,
yeah,
don't
we're
worry.
practically living in them now.
Yeah, there's not many we haven't seen.
As long as it's got a kettle and a TV for Challenge TV, lad,
That's
I'm
it.
happy.
If we can
That's
get back
all.
from the gig, put a cup of tea and a bit of bullseye on.
A bit of bullseye or the chase. It was the chase this
It
time.
was the chase this time, yeah. We were happy people. But yeah, what a great gig for our first show ever in Hull.
Great venue, man. Like
Yeah. And I
it.
mean, considering you lot drove straight past it.
Well, yeah, no, well, this is the thing. Obviously, looking at I would never suspect it. It looked like one of them sort of bed and breakfast places
Yeah, it
at the
did.
front, just
Yeah.
because it was a white terrace building.
Mm.
The only giveaway was there was a shiny light, guitar-shaped light thingy, fluorescent light thing in the
Mm.
window. So, but once you got in, though, yeah, it was a proper venue, wasn't it? It was really
Yeah.
cool. And they had like a backstagey bit, which by the look of it, there was like bands must practice there or something, maybe through the day or
Yeah.
whatever. Again, though, the sound
He was
fantastic.
spot on, wasn't he?
He knew his shit, didn't he? There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it. We stayed after, didn't we? And we chatted till bloody whatever, it's half
Yeah.
2, 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But
Yeah.
again, though, it's good to hear them kind of stories, and some of the bands that have played at that venue is crazy, isn't it?
No, crazy. Well, yeah, crazy town.
Crazy town, yeah, uh, crazy town.
How did
Did
they
he
make that one
mention?
song last a full gig?
I don't know, and it's not even their song. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, who else did he say?
Uriah Heep, was it? And
Yeah.
singer from Rainbow, not obviously not Dio.
Yeah, can't think of his
Tate. Is it Jeff Tate?
Jeff Tate might have been. It's something like that. When he'd worked with some people, that sound guy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it was great. Again, great crowd, and
Mm.
the bands were great.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
proper good lineup of death metal bands of all
all
styles.
different though, yeah, all different. There were different types. It wasn't stale by any means. There was like your tech sort of, almost your prog tech sort of
Yeah,
death metal
so
in there.
Voidwalker.
Void Walker, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, very, very technical.
yeah. No, they were great.
Yeah.
Enjoyed watching them, and
Um,
Dark and Void. A lot of
Dark and
voids,
Void. Dark and Void. Yeah, a couple of voids in there.
a couple
Couple
of
of voids to
voids in
step
there.
in.
Yeah,
It were
yeah,
great, with again another. I know well, they shouldn't even mention it these days, but another female-fronted death metal band, which we love.
yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah.
We love teaming up, don't we? So
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not. The thing is that, like you say, in these days, it's not really anything out of the blue, and neither should it really.
no,
Let's face it, the lasses do just as good job as the guys. It's not. It's nothing to do with
oh
that.
God, yeah,
I mean, the whole thing of metal really is it's all about embracing
yeah.
everything.
Well, that's it. Because with it was Dark and no, it was Voidwalker had the female guitar player, didn't they? They had a
Oh shit!
lady
Yes,
guitarist.
yes, yeah. With the bloody eight strings there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
I
I'm
don't
not
think I could
something
put.
I'd know what to do with.
Well, just the sheer size of the neck on them guitars from both of them. They're bigger than my six-string bass. Basically, I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to play that.
No. But
No,
yeah, but
it's
nobody would go check out Voidwalker. They're a female guitar player in death metal band.
no,
No.
no, which is
Maybe it's
great.
more
Yeah,
just that people like to talk about singers.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. And then we had vulgar
Our
dissection.
mates from Vulgar Dissection, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They were smashing as well. Had
Always
a
put on
big
a good
curry
show.
before the gig. They said
Yeah.
so. They were stodgy.
Oh, stodged it up with it.
That's what the drummer said to me. He said I played a little bit slower than normal because I had a massive curry before and it slowed him down. Uh, he
See,
said
you
he'd
just
never
don't
do
think of
that
this
again.
stuff, people. What you're eating before a gig. See, they obviously don't follow your rules, Dave, which is you wait till
Wait
you're
till
playing and
everything's quiet.
everything's shut. Yeah.
Well, we walked back and thinking, right, whole main strip, there'll be some. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was like 2:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I wanted a
But
kebab. I wanted a kebab on that way
there was
home.
no kebabs in sight, pal. There was nothing in
Nothing.
sight, to be fair. Did
No.
you even look and see if there was anywhere open, like on an app or whatever, just
No,
see?
because I just thought on that walk back to the hotel there'd be something. And there was about three or four kebab shops, but yeah, they'd obviously all shut at about two.
Mm.
And we
Well, we
came
had a
up
big
with
breakfast though, at least. So
well, we did. We made it up for it with the breakfast the next morning.
yeah, fantastic. No, it was a great, great place. I'll go there
Well,
again
yeah, I mean,
for sure.
the he's gonna kill me for forgetting his name. The promoter, Yanni. Sorry,
Yeah,
Yanni.
yeah,
I've slept since then, mate. You'll have to forgive me. Yeah, very dead keen to get us back. So
yeah.
we'll be looking at going back over Yorkshire again.
All right,
We're gonna get over.
absolutely.
We'll go over Big Hill into Yorkshire. You're right.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we'll announce all that
Yeah,
later on. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, again, new experiences, which we love, don't we? We love going
Oh
new
yeah,
places and playing new venues.
100%. Isn't it? New places, new people.
Yeah,
Spread the word.
that's
That's
it. Spread the
well,
word. And then
yeah.
gig three was back in Manchester again, but actually in Manchester at another one of our old favourite venues, the Star and Garter, as seen on TV.
That's absolutely seen on TV.
That
That's
landlord was so tough, wasn't he? when
Oh yeah,
Daisy said, "Oh,
definitely
is
that
this
was
where they filmed Brassic?" And he was like, "All four floors, mate, all of it,
all fourth floor. I
upstairs,
didn't even know there
downstairs,
was four
basement."
floors.
No,
I
didn't
didn't.
either.
So what would they have filmed in basement? What did he say?
Was that the sex shop? I think they
Was
turned the
it?
basement into the sex shop. Yeah,
Right, fair enough.
but I can't
If you
think of
haven't
top.
seen Brassic anyway, but it's a great show. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's, yeah,
Absolutely, yeah,
we
it's
love
well
it.
worth a watch. And yeah, if you watch it and you've ever been in the Star and Garter in Manchester, you'll realise the external of the pub is filmed in back up in Lancashire. But as soon as they walk through the door, the interiors are all filmed in the Star and Garter.
Yeah.
I do remember watching like season two, and it flicks to the upstairs and thinking, I've played in there.
Oh, that's it. We've been there. Yeah, yeah, and that was an interesting gig in some respects, wasn't it?
That was a little, yeah, that was where we kind of got to show our experience in that gig.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the time there wasn't
No,
time. I
no,
think that was the problem with it. But yeah, it we literally had to get our gear on stage and get off, and there wasn't a lot of space
no.
because obviously the two bands, which we'll mention in a minute, all the way from Germany, weren't they? Both
Yeah.
of them were with high quality light shows,
A
shall we
lot of
say?
light shows, yeah. We thought they were going
Yeah,
to do a great gig in the sky, but no.
I mean, I was impressed.
I'm
Mind
not,
you, I don't want a light show like that because I would struggle seeing what I could play anyway.
well, that was it, yeah. That's why you saved that great note in the end of Orchard, didn't
Well, it's a good memory anyway, isn't it, for people?
you? Hey,
Here's a duff note for you to remember us by.
the only reason I played everything right that night, Dave, was because I couldn't do nothing else. It was it. So,
Well,
but
so to explain, they had like the drums. So they had two drums on stage, which this stage isn't very big to begin
no,
with. So they had obviously the two main bands drums at the back, and then they had the drums for us and
yeah, the local
the
supports.
yeah, the local supports at the front. So Daisy was front and center pretty
Oh,
much.
God, yeah.
Donna had like 2 feet in front of that just to kind of go side to side, and I was hidden, did a bit of a slip knot, and
Yeah,
was behind the scenes.
you
And
did.
then there was you stuck in corner as well.
I was over the other side with getting a cramp in my left leg because all I could do was pivot. I could put right leg forward. It was like doing hokey cokey, Dave. I put my right leg in and I took my right leg back out again. I couldn't spin around though. There was no hokey cokey turn around.
No, there certainly wasn't. I felt more like a bloody Beatles Paul McCartney up there, just stood there. There wasn't much else for her to do.
No, well,
Stood there trying to find a spot where I could see me where I was playing.
yeah. Well, as you know, I don't often. I'm not a guitar player that puts his foot up on a monitor. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah, yeah, no, I am more
Yeah,
of that, but
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
had to
But you had to.
because I mean, we only played for about 23, 24 minutes, but for 15 minutes, I couldn't move my left leg. So I
Yeah,
thought, oh, well, I'm gonna have to move it. And the only place I could move it was to put it on the monitor. And
yeah.
it was the most careful placing of a foot on a monitor you've ever seen. Because I thought, I'm not messing this up. I
Well, the
cannot mess
thing,
this up.
well, the thing is as well with it, so because we've seen Donna make these mistakes where she
We are,
puts
yeah.
full weight on and she's got either the monitor's gone flying or she's gone flying or they're both gone flying,
Yeah.
and we don't want to replicate that.
No.
Um, I did put my foot up on the monitor in front of me briefly, but then I thought I'll probably just end up pressing pedals so that I shouldn't buttons
Well,
on
that was it.
pedals.
So when I was then like, right, I need to take my foot back off the monitor, realized that my foot switch was right under it. So again, it was the most careful taking off of a foot off a monitor you've ever seen as well. Because I thought the last thing I need to do is just wobble and slam my foot on both buttons. And yeah.
Dainty Nick.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you see it at practice how many times I can go waving my foot at that pedal and miss.
Yeah, well, that's
Or
it.
when
That's the Man
accidentally put the looper on and I don't know how to turn it off.
I just blame that's the Man United supporter in your pal. You don't have to kick a ball like the rest of them.
Bloody right, I don't. That's what they get paid to do. Not me.
Yeah, no, another great gig though. All bands was spot on, weren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. It was great to see our old mate Ian or what was from
Footprints.
Footprints in the
Yeah,
Custard,
yeah,
who was running the whole night, which again, fantastic job. Just the fact that he kept coming over, letting us know what was happening, letting us know even like how we're going to get the stuff on and off the stage between bands.
yeah,
Because he was
yeah,
very aware that it's like a 15-minute changeover, which people often go, oh, 15 minutes, loads of time. But you actually, it's a 7.5 minute changeover.
yeah.
By the
Because you've got the other
time you've
bands
got the
that
other
are
band to
taking
come
their
off, haven't
gears
you?
off. So yeah, this is
So
it.
Ian was great at coming over and being like, right, guys, here's what's going to happen. They're going to finish. We're going to pull their cabs off, chuck your cabs on, get them out. Again, he was grateful that me and you have Fisher Price guitar stacks.
It helps massive. Honestly, I think everyone's said similar things to all the shows that we've been at.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
especially yours. Yours, I don't know if it's because it's bright orange.
well, it does help that it's
It's
an yeah
deceptive
orange.
that how powerful your little stack is.
That's why I got it though, because I'm just like I'm not lugging this ash down cabs everywhere. First of all, they're massive. Second, so there's not room for anything else,
No.
and also it's just too heavy, especially if you got a venue like Star and Garter where you're lugging stuff upstairs and stuff like that. You can carry both of them cabs in one go.
Oh, yeah. If
How
the
light
handles
they
were
are.
different, you could get them both in one hand.
Easy, easy, mate. Honestly, it's ridiculous, but
Mm.
so I'm grateful to have them cabs,
Yeah.
for our shows. It helps massively, in every way, really, for that. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's mentioned that about the cabs, but like you say, they're very deceptive, both of them, really,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. So yeah, it makes gigging a lot easier.
Well, yeah, that and the fact that it means, when we're splitting the cars, you guys go in Donners and I take the gear because I can get it all in one car with
Oh
our mini stacks. Which is ace.
yeah, no, it's great. It's
Yeah.
great.
So yeah,
So
Ian did a great job running the night. All the bands played ace. Nobody messed about. Everybody got on, did the bit, got off. And yeah, no preachers, and I feel a lot more confident saying this now that I've met them and I know how to pronounce it. Hyrus were,
Iris, yeah.
yeah, they were great, great
Yeah,
bands,
that's
and
fantastic. Yeah, again though, it's good playing with bands from different countries because just to see how they do it, and
yeah,
like the amount of, but like it's obviously like an easy thing or a cost thing or room, but like the way that the digital sound is,
mm,
so they didn't have stacks and everything. They had bloody massive lighting rigs,
yeah,
but but they didn't have stacks of amps and everything else, which
mm,
there's pros and cons to it, obviously.
oh yeah,
That's obviously for another podcast and another time, but
yeah,
it's impressive with what you can do these days with
yeah. I mean, I
with
remember we saw a band years ago try that and just had lots of issues with it.
yeah. I know it. Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but I know which
No,
band you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it was one of those that one component failed, the whole thing went down. Whereas, yeah, both No Preachers and Hyrus had the same, just like a big cabinet, wasn't it, with everybody's gear in it. So
yeah,
there was
yeah.
no heads and cabs. It was all through this. Looked like a server, like a computer server, didn't it? Just in the corner.
Yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah, it kind of set up to me is like mechanics for the
Yeah, a big
trolley thing
toolbox
or the
thing.
tools box. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Very similar to that because they all had different gear on them. But again, very respectful though. Like
yeah,
all the bands were respectful. We were obviously respectful of their stuff. It's crazy but the singer from No Preachers came to us and said, just so you know, like not to leave drinks or something on top of their
yeah,
trolley things, whatever, with all the
yeah,
gear on. I'm like, it's crazy that bands do that because
yeah,
that's a lot of gear. That's everything
yeah,
basically. That's their entire gear, and God knows how many thousands of pounds, euros, whatever the case is, that they cost. That people would actually do that.
yeah.
But
They're not
It's
appreciating him coming over and having a word, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It wouldn't cross my mind to do it anyway.
no. I said that to him. I said, "Yeah, no, you don't need to worry. That's fine. You know,
Yeah.
it's, I mean, for because we're on for such a short time, I didn't really have a drink.
I can
You
take
didn't
your
have time.
time. No
You don't
time.
have time,
No.
mate.
Well, that
We've
was
got
it.
bloody 6, 7 songs to fit in this time.
Well, that was it. So when the guy was like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And Donna at that point leaned over and was talking to somebody. Daisy sat there with sticks poised, and I went, "Just start. She'll join in." Forgetting that we start with opening with Zoophagus, which Donna needs to sing straight away with that one. Yeah, so she gave me
Well, yeah, she gave you the
daggers.
death there, didn't she?
She
Yeah,
did, yeah.
absolutely. Bloody hell.
Hey, she joined in though, so I was right.
Yeah, she's used to it. She does it all the fucking time
Yeah, I
anyway.
know, yeah. So she starts when we decide.
Exactly. We're in charge.
Well, the problem is, if we didn't start, somebody would just keep talking to her.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd never get bloody.
Sometimes you just got a cut off point, haven't you? And you've got,
Yeah,
especially with the how the whole night was. It was such a tight deadline between
yeah,
all of us, and everything ran smoothly, which is just a detriment to all the bands, you know.
yeah.
To get everything on and everything off, and just yeah, and
That was it. Yeah.
all you know, and supported each other through the night as well.
Well, that was it. Yeah. So I did. I got myself a couple of new T-shirts.
Yeah,
Um, to because I just think it's 20 quid to me, but that could be
food,
yeah, could be a few drinks, could be
fuel,
something to
whatever.
eat, could be yeah to them. So I like to
Yeah,
support where I can.
yeah,
She's
no,
nice.
definitely, definitely. And
Yeah.
then,
So
yeah, we've got a lot of upcoming
a
gigs.
lot of gigs coming up. But absolutely right, Dave. So yeah, we'll start with that for where we're going with Bloodyard. So yes, we've got coming up next is Sanctuary in Burnley. Again, another one of our old
Yeah,
favourites, and probably one of Daisy's favourites now too, because she's played there every other week doing Metal to the Masses with her
yeah,
other band.
yeah, she has in her other band. Yeah, she's well, practically bloody house band.
I know. And then speaking of Metal to the Masses, we are performing at a Metal to the Masses semi-final in Coventry at
Yeah,
30th of May, which again is
looking forward to that.
another new
Mate.
city for us, which we can't wait.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Definitely.
Following that, we are back in the Greater Manchester area in July with Bastard Stock, which you think would have been Yorkshire, wouldn't it? Bastard.
Yeah,
But
bust.
yeah, at the Alma Inn, which is another venue we've played many times, although not for a while now. Hoping it'll be outdoors again, especially in July. We'll get some nice weather. It'll be
It's
outdoors.
gotta be, on it. Fucking hell. Well, and put it this way, the last time we played there, maybe not the last time, but one of the times we played there, we did do outdoors, and it was bloody in October or something. It was
It's
freezing, wasn't
chuffing
it?
freezing. Yeah, it was.
So come on, we need to be outdoors.
Uh,
Sunshine indoors, no.
no, sunshine outdoors. That's what we want.
That's what we want, yeah.
Yeah, then, but August bank holiday weekend, we will be hitting our hat trick at Beer Mageddon. So back down there for our third appearance, which again, I mean, we know Donna goes every year to Beer Mageddon, or most years to Beer Mageddon, so we can't wait to get back down
Yeah,
there and see those guys. Again, always a great crowd, great crew, great event. So looking
I
forward
won't
to
pass
it.
out this time.
No,
Same venue,
same
different
venue, different festival.
festival,
You
but
stay on your feet,
still,
lad. And then, as we released a little teaser video, although it seems so far away now, we will be going international, Dave, in September and going to Wrexham.
oh yeah.
So, well, apparently
With
that's where all the it's Hollywood down there now, isn't it?
well,
So
this is what I mean. We'll get to see Deadpool, mate.
we will. So hopefully, you never know, he might rock up.
He might go, you know what? I fancy a bit of death metal. And go,
That's it. He can come along and have a watch, yeah. So yeah, lots of awesome gigs coming, and there's going to be so many more being announced as well. We're talking to so many people behind the scenes because we know it's been years since Bloodyard have done a proper good run of gigs and been out there and met our fans. Which I don't know, Dave, are we calling them the Bloody Army or the Bloodyardians? I think we've got,
Bloody Guardians.
yeah. I think, like
Mm.
Bloodyardians in the Galaxy. I think we need a name for them.
Bloodyardians. Oh yeah, I quite like that, but
Yeah,
Bloody Army also is a bit balmy.
it is.
Balmy
It's
Army.
Army Bloody Army, isn't it? So either way, we've missed our loyal support in Bloody Army. Um, so we're back out, yeah. So please come along, see us, join in. It's a full set of songs off the new Distilled Aggression album, came out not so long ago, and it's great to get those songs out there live again, playing
Yeah,
some of the stuff that we've just not done before,
yeah, yeah.
which has been ace.
100%.
And even a couple of the older ones to be able to get them out,
Oh,
like Stack the Pyre and things like that.
yeah.
Right.
No,
Really,
definitely.
really enjoyed these last gigs and can't wait to do even more of them.
Yeah, just keep a lookout on socials and all that.
That's
Will
it.
be updated.
Because we've also got a new album in the works, haven't we, Dave?
We certainly do. We've got the structures of everything set up. We're obviously getting Daisy up to speed,
Yeah,
which is a fantastic thing to hear, to see
yeah,
what she comes up with because she doesn't have any template of drums.
no,
So it's been really interesting to see, obviously, how she's dealt with the songs that have already been written and how
yeah,
true that she can keep to what they are, and which she has done. Fantastic job,
yeah,
which we mentioned earlier, but also to see how she is creatively. And I think this has helped. I think that this has helped her massively as well as a drummer
yeah.
because you can tell that there's elements on there that she's not used to as far as the writing, and she's come to us to help.
Mm.
And also, it's been amazing to see what ideas she comes up with, you
Yeah,
know.
because some of them have been so far from what I would have thought of. Or if she'd have said to
Yeah,
me, "What do you want here?" I wouldn't, that's not what I would have suggested. But then she's come up with that idea, used it, and it works really well.
yeah.
It's, yeah, her creativity is really coming through at the minute.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, and I think it's been a challenge, but in a good way. It's been a challenge for her, and it's good to see. And she'll probably say herself, obviously, when she gets on the podcast, she can say it herself. But I think she's improved even as a drummer, just working with us in a lot of ways because it's a different. This album is going to be still Bloodyard,
Yeah.
but it is different
Yeah. Well,
in
that's
that
it.
thing.
I remember saying to her, like when we first started working on it, I feel bad because she's joined the band at a time where we said we're pushing it. We're going to
Yeah.
be bigger and bolder and more expressive than we've ever been. And she's just got to try and come straight in at that level.
Mm,
I mean, so
yeah.
like I say, so far she's nailing it, absolutely smashing it.
Yeah.
Which yeah, but I don't know whether it's just because like we've got the experience of so many years of writing together.
Mm.
We sort of know where each other fits in and what to expect and all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying not to sort of just sort of go, right, there you go, and watch, glare at her while she comes up with something.
No, well, you've written an entire bloody book about
Mm.
for like cues and stuff like that of at least what the ideas that we have in
Yeah.
place, but see what she comes up with as
Mm.
well. Um, and the whole point of this album really is to express ourselves in a different light
Yeah.
and in a different way to push ourselves technically, but also just as songwriters, they're not going to be, not every track's going to be a 3 minute like bash, in
Yeah.
there.
Well, that's it. We've already got two albums of 3 minute, 4 minute bangers. So yeah, for this one, we want to go. I remember saying to you early on when we were talking about the album, I want to write pieces of music, not just songs.
Yeah,
Songs that
yeah.
go somewhere and change and adapt and come back, and it's like telling a story
A story.
musically. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, which it gives Donna um, more room to express herself. She's big into reading like yourself,
Yeah,
and I think she's really enjoyed having that um, sort of room to express herself in that way, whether it is through the words or the lyrics or
yeah,
even just the vocals on this, especially when the timing that we've done all this as well. So,
yeah. Well, I think one of the other things as well is I know you've been a lot more involved chatting
yeah.
to Donna about vocal melodies and
Mm.
vocal themes. You haven't said to, well, you did give us some words, didn't you, at some point? But
Yeah, I've given some words to the track. The thing is, though, again, it's just when I do things like that, it's not this is the idea. It's just another tool that she can use, whether
yeah,
she wants to or not. It's totally up to her. Same with like melodies, but there's certain things in my head that I'm like, because if I've written a part, a
yeah,
lot of the time someone else comes in like that. So there is certain bits that I'm like, I would really like you to do this just because it'll fit this.
yeah.
And she's never had any issues with that, and I think she welcomes that. And but we've
Well,
all been like that with each
I
other
was going to
with
say
song
that's, I
parts.
think, the
So
biggest difference with this album is, especially your involvement with things. You've been a
mm,
lot more involved with the writing of the riffs and the song structures and stuff, which I've really appreciated because it's pushed me to do things I wouldn't come up with on my own. When
no,
you come and gone, right, I've written these riffs, either work out a structure for them or what do you think? And I think there's actually a lot more lead guitar parts on this stuff that we've been writing
yeah,
because what you've been writing for your bass parts has been great and doesn't need muddying over with a guitar riff. It needs a lead part over the top. So I've had to step out of my comfort zone and think down them lines more on
yeah,
this album than ever before. Because in the
yeah,
past, I've written the guitar parts and you've then reinforced them with the bass. So it's great to be doing it the other way around.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like, you're never going to have a strong album if it's written by one person. I don't think.
No.
Not that the previous albums were just written by one person, but you would come up with like the skeleton of the song.
Yeah.
Here's the song, here's the structure, and then I would um, normally pick elements out and follow you, and then
Mm.
there'll be elements where I might just drift off and do my own thing
Yeah.
underneath or whatever with that. Whereas this one, it's been purposely done
Mm.
with that in mind. Like I've come up with a song structure of some sorts, and I've gone right, Nick. Here's my ideas. What do you think? And then we've kind of got bits of ideas together and formed it into a song.
Yeah.
And sometimes we've written completely two different songs, but they've worked so well together as one
Yeah.
song,
Absolutely.
which
And to
has
be honest,
been
the ones
great.
that are my favorite so far are the ones that have been an absolute mix of what we've both come up with. Because there's
Yeah,
still ones that are, I would say, predominantly my song and you've added to, and then there's ones that are I think of as your songs that I've put a bits to. But then there are a few sort of in the middle where it's like we've both gone riff, 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 structured it and built the song together. And
together.
they
Yeah,
just happen to be my favorite ones off the album so far.
definitely, definitely. And we've been a lot more critical of
Yeah.
things. We haven't just gone, that'll do or
No.
that fit. We've been really thinking, does it?
Yeah.
Is there elements on there? I mean, we're still at the point at the moment where we are doing that,
Mm.
that we're still changing the songs that we've written. And obviously, depending on what Daisy comes up with, it might change the feel of the song slightly, that we might have to alter bits and pieces. But
Mm.
whatever's best for the song, ultimately, is
Ultimately,
what
yeah.
that's what it's
Absolutely.
about. It's not our egos and going, I created this riff or whatever it needs to
No.
be in whatever, it's about whatever's best for the song as an entirety of what we do. And uh, like each week, I'm excited to come to practice with
Mm.
just seeing what Daisy comes up with.
Yeah.
Because the way that she works a lot, I think she's better in some ways coming to practice with a vague idea of the song structure. Doesn't know exactly all the song structure, but a vague idea. We play it with her, do it in sections.
Yeah.
That's how we learn it, really.
Yeah.
And then twist things as and when we go, but then she can go home and really work on it. And
Yeah.
I think that's worked. It's for the past couple of songs that we've
Yeah.
done with
Well,
her on
that's it.
this
Like
album.
the first
It's
run through
gone
is
that way.
quite tentative, isn't it? And then we'll do
Yeah,
it again, and she starts feeling a bit more comfortable. And by the end, we're smashing something out that sounds ace. I mean,
mm.
that we did on Monday, I've listened to it 4 or 5 times since, and yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely love it. And
yeah,
again, not just for what Daisy's doing. There's a bit under, I can't think because there's two solos in that song that we were doing, and your bass line underneath it with what Daisy's doing, it's just like I'm loving this. It's
yeah. It's great.
you know,
The little accents and stuff. So we're
yeah,
really looking forward to getting that recorded.
yeah,
Obviously, we're looking at back end of the year, beginning of next year, aren't we, for recording it, and then
yeah. Current plan is get recording done back end of this year, and then
yeah,
have the album out for maybe a spring release,
I
27.
think so. Yeah, I think so, definitely. And then
Absolutely.
comes with that is a whole bunch of great stuff, probably new t-shirts and
Yeah, there'll be all merch
merch.
releases once we start looking at artwork and themes and whatnot. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff to come from
Yeah.
Bloodyard. She's going to be ace. And speaking of exciting and new stuff, Dave, been listening to quite a lot of new music myself recently.
Yeah, well, one you've sent over to me and I've listened to it a lot of
Oh yeah,
times.
life cycles,
Yeah, fantastic album. Well, EP, I think,
couple of
isn't it? But
EPs, yeah, yeah, they were
yeah.
great. So I found Life Cycles because they were the opening band for Silosis and Revocation when I watched them
Mm,
in Manchester. I won't go into it, but as I said to you guys, I was a little bit disappointed with the gig in its entirety because I didn't think the sound was very good. And I love Silosis and I do like Revocation, and I was so excited to see them.
mm,
But my band of the night was Life Cycles. Thought they were great.
yeah.
And then
It can
record.
make a break though. It can make a break a gig that with the sound especially,
Yeah.
and obviously it's not it's not the band's fault. It
No.
just shit happens, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. And
But
half of it could be
it's
because
always good to go to these gigs though, where you think, right, I'm really looking forward to this band, but then the one that actually blows you away is an unheard of or
oh yeah,
fairly new band to that, and it just goes to show that supporting is important for
absolutely
bands
yeah.
like that. I would never have heard of them. I'm sure you wouldn't have either
No.
without that. And just that EP, like the riffs and the groove and everything, it's spot on. Isn't it? It's
Taste, isn't
absolutely
it?
fun. Yeah, it's great. Where are they from? Texas, did you say?
Yeah, they're from Texas. Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's that because like we said, haven't we? It's sort of like that power trippy sound with like the hardcore
It has
thrash,
elements of power trip, but it's just the groove to
groovier.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, there's a lot of elements to it. So you've got a lot of good groovy guitarists, but then there's a lot of bass underneath, or like a couple of bassists. And it's just the whole thing. It's fantastic. I
Yeah.
can't imagine how good they would have been to see
Oh, the
live. Like,
brilliant, brilliant live show as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, my
fantastic.
favourites are Death from Above and is it Sanctioned Territory? Great songs. Good as
Which
well.
track is it for me? Because I was listening to it. I was listening to it, funny enough, yesterday. I think it was like the second track on that EP. What was it? Um,
Let's see if I can have a look now.
Fatal Path. Fatal
Ah,
Path,
yeah. Yeah.
because that's got a nice
Mm.
little bass riff in it. So, but it all fits great. Oh, good recommendation, that.
Yeah, they were ace. Then I was checking out the new At the Gates album the other day.
Yes, I was. It's I loved it, but it's just weird,
Yeah.
with the passing of the singer, and
Hmm.
it has a different feel to it than
Yeah,
what it probably was intended to be, obviously.
I think so. I mean, like, obviously, I'd love Slaughter of the Soul, my favorite At the Gates album.
Yeah,
But this is a lot more like the older stuff, a lot more atmospheric rather than punchy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, but it was good. I actually enjoyed it. It's at the Gates at the
Yeah.
there's no
It's not going to be bad,
you
is it?
listen to it and there's no other band like them.
No.
Not even close. So it again, a good solid album and been
Mm.
great to listen to that and even though
Yeah, like I
things
say he's
obviously
passed away now. But I think it's great
yeah.
that they've released it still, rather
I think
than
it's important too, man. Like obviously it's something that they discussed through
yeah,
this, and it's good for the fans to have that kind of farewell sort of
yeah,
thing, feeling to it. And it was, yeah, it's a great album, and I'll keep on giving it a listen, obviously, for the next few weeks and stuff like that. And
absolutely.
the other one that I've listened to is Navosa's new album.
Yeah,
So, so again, some of the riffage and just the sort of the gallopy sort of grooves that they have to the guitar playing. It's fantastic
yeah. It's a brilliant
to
album.
hear that. Yeah, it's a fantastic album. Not just like, oh, there's a good song here, good song. Like the whole album, I've listened to it a few times all the way through, and it's great,
Yeah, yeah.
great,
Bloody love the
great
boss of
track.
the race.
Yeah, yeah, great.
Yeah.
I
What
don't know
else?
about
Listen
too
to the
sure.
new Exodus album,
Yeah,
Goliath. And I'm going to
yeah.
admit, not to sound too whingy, it's solid, but there's not a lot that jumps out on me on it.
Yeah, I must admit I haven't listened to all of its entirety, but the tracks that I have listened to they've been Exodus, it's been good,
Yeah.
but nothing that's hooked me so far.
No, I mean that 3-1-1-1-1 has got there's a great breakdown in it with like a gallopy riff, which is
Yeah,
just spot on, brilliant. And then there's the song Violence Works. That's great.
Violence Works. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've listened to that one. That's good.
I mean the title track Goliath, I think it's quite different for Exodus because it's quite slow,
Mm,
an Exodus song. But again, it's
yeah,
still a good album. It's just I don't know.
yeah.
And not to
I
sound
know,
weird.
I know what you mean. Thing is, though, sometimes some albums might they just take a bit they're a grower, you
It
know?
could be. I mean, I would always say as well with Exodus, I'm a Steve Sousa fan
Right.
as the vocalist.
Yeah.
But giving, oh, I can't remember his name now. I'm going to get shot for not remembering people's names. But I'm going to have to look because it'll annoy me if I don't. And I'd be guessing, I'd be coming up with it with the wrong one, and then I'd look stupid.
And then you'll be like, you're supposed to be a fan.
I know, and then people will be asking me to name three songs. I
Well,
can't
that's
be
it.
bothered.
Did you
So,
buy the shirt from Primark?
exactly. I mean, I don't think I've even got an Exodus shirt.
Oh, well, you did. You went to see him though, didn't you?
I did go to see him.
Mm.
Tell me who it is. Okay.
Is it Rob Dukes?
That's the one.
Mm.
Yeah, he came back again, didn't he? See, typically, as you said it, I found it.
Aye.
Yeah, Rob Jukes. And he was good, and the stage presence was good. But like I say, I've always been a Steve Sousa fan. I like the Tempo of the Damned album, and I liked the
Mm.
Blood In, Blood Out, stuff like that. So maybe it's just a little bit of me. I need to get used to the fact that it's not him singing on the
Not him singing.
record.
Yeah. Again, it can make a difference, though,
Well,
innit?
that's it, because one of the Rob Dukes albums, like you say, can be a bit of a grower, was Atrocity Exhibition.
Right.
I've ended
Yeah.
up really liking that album, but it
Yeah.
did take a few listens to get to sort of get into.
Get into it. Yeah. Yeah. The not albums, but songs. Arch Enemy's new song. Fantastic.
Yeah, looking forward
Uh,
to that album coming out because
yeah.
we've been a fan of Lauren Hart for years, haven't we, mate?
We have Once Human, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm Fear Factory. Was it 20-year anniversary of demanufacture?
yeah, we did. So I'm on
Yeah,
that tour. Loved them then. I think we'd only said, didn't we, a few months ago? Wonder what happened with Once Human.
yeah, yeah. And to be honest with you, out of all the names that we've been throwing around, thinking who we think um, the new arch enemy singer is going to be, she slipped through, but
Yeah.
she's the perfect fit. She's the obvious one, really. But
Yeah, when you think about
uh,
it, obvious. And yeah, that track they've released, yeah, sounds ace.
yeah, it's arch enemy at the best. I think I think. I think they made the right choice there. I'm looking forward to what they
Yeah.
release album wise with them, but they're doing a tour, aren't they, in the
Doing the
smaller
small
venue,
venues, which is incredible, yeah. I mean,
which
if
is great.
anybody from Rebellion in Manchester's listening and they
Give
need
it
a
a ticket.
support band,
I'll give it a ticket.
yeah,
Support and ticket.
support and
No,
tickets. Yeah. I mean, come on,
yeah,
we've been compared to Arch Enemy since day one.
yeah. It's been the thing, hasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
I
You got a
mean,
female fronted singer, you must be arch
like Arch
enemy.
Enemy,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
All
That's
right
right.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and Rob Zombie's new album for me.
I haven't listened to it. I haven't
Really
got around
enjoy
to it
it.
yet.
Well, they've got the original lineup with Blasco and I can't remember the guitarist's name
Right.
um, from Hillbilly Deluxe One
Oh, right.
on it. So as much as I love John Five, which is he's a fantastic one of my
Yeah.
favorite guitar players, like no doubt, he's absolutely fantastic. But they have gone back to all the roots of very groovy, thick, heavy riffs.
Yeah.
Which that's what Rob Zombie is. But again, don't get me wrong, I've loved all the albums that John Five's done for
Yeah.
Rob Zombie, like since when he joined. I think they're quirky, they're different. They've got some absolutely fantastic riffs, and the songwriting's fabulous. But it is also a bit of a breath of fresh air to go back to more of a simpler sound for Rob Zombie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I've really enjoyed that album as well. The first like 4 or 5 tracks are banging, so
I will give it a listen. I'll
give
probably
it a
stick it
listen,
on when I
mate.
go back to when I go next to the gym.
Yeah, when you next ride up. Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. That gets me gotta eat my vitamins, do my training, send my prayers.
yeah,
Brother.
brother. Yeah, yeah,
I keep thinking, because we've been doing these promo videos before gigs, and
yeah.
obviously we'll be having to do one on Monday before the Burnley gig.
I
Like,
was thinking that. Yeah, we didn't do one for Starting Guard, did we? Do we?
no, not really. It wasn't our show, was it? We were just
No, that's true.
local
That's true.
support,
It's a
so it's
support. Yeah.
different then, isn't it?
No, no. It's yeah,
But I
fair.
keep
Fair.
thinking, especially after watching the documentary, I want to do one Hulk Hogan style, but I'm just not sure it's appropriate again yet.
Bit too soon.
Yeah, so I don't want to end up getting us cancelled by doing Hulk Hogan impression and people going, "Oh, they like Hulk Hogan," and not coming to our gigs. So I might have to steer clear for that. I might have to go for
Maybe. The thing is, we're a fan of wrestling, you
yeah,
know.
of 'em. Yeah. Well, I just don't want to
Well,
do. Was it Wireless Festival?
yeah,
Where they thought it was safe to book Kanye and then now they've had to cancel.
yeah, yeah.
So I
I know
think
what you
I'm going to
mean.
play it safe and I'll leave Hogan for now.
All right, we'll leave Hogan.
I might have to do The Rock
Fine.
or someone like that.
Okay, we'll work it out. We don't plan
Wing
it,
it.
do we? We just
Nah,
wing
we'll
it.
wing it. Be fine.
They're the best ones. If
Yeah.
you plan it, it's just you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
And all that
That's
will
it.
be
Or
updating
keep listening to the latest iteration of the Bloodyard podcast, which will predominantly be me and Dave waffling shit and talking
yes,
about what we've done, where we're going, what we've been up to.
yeah,
Donna and Daisy will be making appearances. So for everybody that's tuned in and has been sat here for God knows how long, wondering when Donna's going to turn up, if you've met Donna, you'll realize she's a very busy woman. She's got a lot on her plate, and I mean, well, we're very proud of what she's been achieving with her hockey stuff. So at the minute, she's got a lot of work on her hands with that because she's gearing up for yet another World Cup appearance. So well done to her for getting picked again. And again, Donna Girl, we're all very proud of you for it. But that means you've got to listen to me and Dave waffle.
Nah, well, you know what? You know what she's like. As soon as the camera's on her face, that's it.
I know, I know. It's like,
Yeah.
I
All she
mean,
does is talk.
I know, all
That's all
she
she
does
does.
is talk. You put a camera on it. It's like putting a coat on a dog. Just freezes.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she will make appearances, as will Daisy, and we're hoping as well. We want this podcast not just to be about Bloodyard. We want it to be a podcast about life on the underground metal scene, which is what has always been the underlying message of our podcast. So we're going to be hopefully get some guests on. We're going to talk about other underground bands, listen to their music, talk about their gigs too, make it a community, Dave.
A community, absolutely. No,
Community.
yeah, that's it. We'll chat to other band people in the scene and get their take on things. It'll be cool. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
well,
to
that's it. I mean, there's podcasts about everything these days, isn't there? But there just doesn't seem to be one for this. But we do, and the people
it.
that we
Well,
meet
this
and
is it,
places
and
we
I think
go.
people need to hear it because all the bands, even the biggest ones that you can think of, they've all gone through this shit, you know.
Oh yeah, and there's some of the stories we've got to tell. Stories from when we first started 16 years ago to 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
still happens. Things still happen, and you've got to laugh about them because if not, you cry.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's a chance to
absolutely.
share that with folks and share stories from other bands and see what experiences they've had and all that kind of stuff. So we will be reaching out to other bands, get them on and talk about what they're doing and where they're doing it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
at the moment, this is going to be predominantly YouTube. So keep checking our YouTube channel for when the next episodes are coming out. It'll basically be whenever we can get to record them and then edit them and post them in the minute. But we are going to make them more regular and scheduled.
Yeah. So
So
hit like, subscribe,
likes and subscribes, whichever
bell
button.
thingy.
That's it. Get your notifications in and keep up to date with all things Bloodyard and Underground Metal podcasts. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Over.
Bye.